I mean, I think it is.
It should be.
Last I checked.
I believe I just declared it Table Talk.
It is.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
Wait, hold on, guys. Let me look up at the title. Yeah, it's Table Talk.
Okay, the title's up there.
Please,
Yeah.
DJ, when you do this, put the title.
Wait, no, you can't. On YouTube videos, the title's up there. Up
Oh,
above
the title of the video. I thought you were going to put like a graphic.
No, the title of the video. It's up
I
there.
literally was
Please
like
render
stealing.
this. Render this upside down then, so he's still looking down.
Why do you want me to fail so bad?
All right. June says, what was something you and your siblings would constantly fight over when you were younger?
The Nintendo.
Oh.
Really?
Original
You and
Nintendo.
Frank are how close?
Very close.
No, in years.
Oh, in years? 3
3
years.
years.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
3 years
Me and my
older than
brother
me.
Dustin are 3 years
Yeah.
also.
Yeah, my sister and I are 5 years apart, and she was not at all into the Nintendo.
Dustin and I are 3 years apart, and Rob and I are 9 years apart.
Oh
so
my
Rob
God.
How
was
was
like,
that?
my mom got pregnant young, and then took a little break.
Sure.
That's why that happened.
That's
No,
not
but he was
what you
basically
do.
like our babysitter when we were growing up. Like my
Okay.
parents were never home, but I just wanted to follow them around all the time and do everything they wanted to do. I thought they were the coolest people, and I was like the annoying little sister that was like, guys, I want to play Street Fighter 2, and I had to just wait till someone had to pee so I could play one round while someone was
Aw.
peeing.
And we've talked about this before because I had the opposite experience being the older sister. I had the little sister that would follow me around and be like, I just want to do what you're doing. And as the older sister, you're like, just get off my jock for 2 seconds. Now that I'm
wanted to love you.
Yeah,
know.
now that I'm older, though, I'm like, please try to be me again. It's so nice. I love you.
As a younger brother, I do get that because I did hang out with my brother a lot. I probably annoyed him too, but when his friends would come over, I would try to hang out with him and his friends. And some of his friends were cool with it, and then others were kind of like, he had this friend. His name is Steve Long.
One specific friend. I knew
know.
we were going into one
I know.
specific friend.
And I just put his name out there. And I would come into the room and I'd be like, hey guys, what's up? And he'd be over there and he'd be like, hey Steve, come over here so I can kick your ass.
What?
And it'd be like one of those like total bully assholes, but that was his line. Hey, go over here so I can kick your ass. And I'd be like, no, what? You really
I don't
want
want
me?
to hang out with you guys anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's weird. Both of you have same-sex siblings. So, like, I had mixed gender siblings.
Yeah.
So I remember, my first crushes were my big brother's friends.
Oh,
Jimmy.
See, that's cool.
Oh, Jimmy, you half Korean, half white. Man.
Oh, I've heard about
Where'd you
this
go,
man.
Jimmy?
Love Jimmy.
Where are you,
Hey,
Jimmy?
listen,
Where's Jimmy now?
When my brother got married, when Rob got married, I was 19, and it was like in Cancun. It was a destination wedding, and I was like, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna seal that little Meg deal with Jimmy because he still looked good. And I was like, at first we were kind of hitting it off, or like having drinks or whatever. Then the wedding rolls around, and he like doesn't really want to talk to me. And then we go out the night of the wedding. Everybody goes out. He like kind of avoids me, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what did I do to scare off Jimmy? And my mom told me later that my brother pulled him aside after the first night, was like, if you sleep with my sister, I'll fucking kill you.
Whoa!
And it ruined my chance to seal the deal with Jimmy.
Oh, well,
Dude.
hey, is Jimmy still around?
Jimmy would not touch me with a 10-foot pole because my brother, him and my brother are still like best friends. They've been best friends since they were like
Dude,
10.
but you don't do that as your brother. I mean, you gotta realize as a brother. You do it?
Yeah.
DJ says yes, you do.
Yeah, but it's like, but dude, you gotta realiase it eventually. I mean, well, okay,
I don't have to
but
realize shit.
okay, but wait a minute. But that's the thing. You know him pretty well, so.
See, but
I
my
have to
brother
say-
was like, I know Jimmy and I know his game. You're not.
Okay,
good
see,
with
that's
Jimmy.
okay. I get that. I get
And
that. You want to go for something
I
that's gonna be good for
understand
you.
that it's different because it's different sexes, but like even with me and my little sister, like I'm trying to think. I know I've had times where like guys that were my friends were like, "Hey, tell me about your sister," and my first reaction is always no, stay away from my baby sister, and then I'm like, are you a good guy? And I kind of run them through the gamut, and maybe they can be introduced to my sister. It's a definite no at first, and then it's a maybe.
My guy, yeah. When I would have girls over, I feel like the girls my brother was into and the girls that I was into were completely different. Like they were not compatible because my brother was very much like he was more of a sporty guy, but he's definitely still a nerd. But like I'm way wackier than he is, and I think that I attracted wackier type people than he did, and I don't think that would have mixed and matched very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I think my sister and I fought the most over when her friends were over and when my friends were over. Because it was like her friends were over, they'd want the family room to hang out, and then I'd want to come down there and use it. Or vice versa, my friends were over and she'd want to come down to the family room and use something. And we'd always both be like, could you leave us alone, please?
Yeah. Did you see the sock on the door?
No.
My
sister probably wishes I socked on the door. She probably does.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
well,
I didn't do bad things, but I did enough things that my little sister, who's 5 years younger and like still was like, boys are icky, was like, what are you? Ugh, that's horrible.
Boys are
What's
icky.
wrong with you?
Boys are icky, though.
Boys
I mean,
are
she's
icky.
right.
I used to, as a quick tangent, my brother's friends, when they would come over, Dustin's friends, because they were close, they were like 3 years in age, just to want to hang out with them, I would make everyone breakfast. I would come in the morning and go, what do you guys want for breakfast? Because I'll make it. And I would like take everyone's little breakfast order, and I thought it was so cool because I was making everybody's breakfast.
That's adorable.
Shauna, where was my breakfast?
Yeah, Frank, where's my breakfast?
Oh, listen, I have 6 little siblings now, and none of those bitches got me breakfast.
well, one day they'll grow older and they'll give you breakfast.
One of them, actually, Kai, I know you're watching. He's obsessed with SourceFed and Lee
Hi, Kai.
in particular.
Hi, Kai.
And you never got me breakfast, you piece of shit.
Well,
Love you.
Hey, why don't you send in some breakfast? There's got to be some sort of delivery breakfast service
Get a
that you can
Grubhub.
send over to the office.
Get a Grubhub going.
Yeah, do a Grubhub and send her some pancakes, bro.
Lee will love you more.
Okay. AJ Mostek on Reddit says, what game/reality game show do you think you would have the largest chance of winning?
What game?
Game show.
Game show.
reality
Legends
game
of the Hidden Temple. Bring it on.
Really?
Yeah.
Shrine of the Silver Monkey. Bring it
tough,
on.
though.
Remember
Oh no,
that shit.
It's listening comprehension because all of the questions
Oh,
were about the story you
man.
just heard, and I
Yeah.
was in UIL note taking, so I'm good.
Okay, all right.
And
Wow.
I would be on the Blueberry Kudos because they were the best team, and Shrine of the Silver Monkey can suck my
I
dick.
haven't heard any of these words that you're saying.
Oh, really?
In like 15,
Oh, I was gonna say.
20 years, I feel
I
like.
actually still watch. It comes on Nickelodeon Games and Sports, and when I had that network when I lived in Texas, I used to watch it all the time.
Wow.
I really nerded out because I found a sound pack
I feel
online.
like you just like jackhammered in my head
Yeah.
and released stuff.
I found this sound pack online that is all of the music from Legends of the Hidden Temple,
Oh, it's
including
good
all
music.
the interstitial stuff
It's
and
good
all
music.
the things, like the little bits and like.
Boo.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. It was really good. What was the
Kurt
theme
Fogg.
song? I can't remember.
That's the.
It was
it's
just like
it's
narration.
like this. It's like it's like just like jungly
That's
music. Jungly
crazy.
Yeah, and it's just like
That's great. Well,
I keep thinking of Guts for some reason.
Do you have it?
Guts.
The best part of Guts is when they did the international Guts and the countries went against each other. And also, I've checked eBay probably 20 times to see if there's a piece of the aggro crag somebody would ever auction.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Never seen it on
No,
eBay.
someone put it on eBay. It was like maybe 2 or so years ago. I don't know, or maybe they put pictures of it. I can't remember. But the show I think I could do, Nick Arcade. You guys remember Nick Arcade?
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Dude,
My
come
favorite
on.
was his little jingles. We're walking over to the machine.
Let's-
Gonna play a game.
Yeah,
Like it was,
and they would
I
do it. They
love
would
it.
never rhyme. We are walking now
Yeah.
to the game show. This is a game show. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
and then, like, and Mikey,
Yeah,
Mikey's going left.
Well, my favorite thing about that
don't
show
remember
was
that
the.
either.
My favorite part about that. Go on, Trisha.
I remember the show, but I don't remember all these specific. Maybe
Well, okay.
I have like bad long-term memory.
My favorite part of the show of Nick Arcade was how none of the kids ever grasped the concept of green screen.
green
Wait,
screen?
yeah, I
and,
was
like,
gonna say Nick
reverse.
Arcade's the one with the green screen.
Yeah,
They had
yeah.
to,
And then,
like, jump
he's
up
like,
and get the coins.
Yeah,
and
Heather,
My favorite-
Heather. No, it's up. Heather. Heather. Heather.
My favorite part of that was when you could tell they had swiped the area, but then the thing didn't respond in time, and it was like,
I wonder if it's someone backstage just
and
going
they
like, yeah,
always
that's close
played-
enough.
They always played the Fester arcade game, the Uncle
They played a
Fester
bunch of
arcade
them.
Yeah,
game.
yeah, they played a bunch of classic
Yeah, they
arcades.
played Joe and
I
Mac
feel
on
like
that
that was the one
too.
got picked all the
Yeah,
time.
that was a great game. And then
I
remember
do
they would go
remember
head to head
that.
on the arcade machines or something
right,
like
you had
that?
to like wager how many
Uh-huh.
points they could get.
Okay, it's all coming back to me
Yeah.
now.
Which one would you play?
Well, I mean, like, I'm thinking more like current game shows. Well, not even just current, but like I was on The Price is Right. I did not do that well.
She got a ton of makeup.
I did get $1,000 worth
There's
of
still
makeup.
some here.
That was my win. And I got to play, and that was fun. And I was also on a show called Temptation that was not sexual in nature. It was a shopping show, and they wanted to tempt you to buy things for very low prices, and they did well on that show. But yeah, I don't. What would
Trisha
you?
has like this long and storied history of the shows, just like other shows.
I was also in a bit part in Days of Our Lives. I was in the background.
That's like 10 years from now, Trisha's gonna be a talent manager who just chain smokes.
Okay, that'd be okay with me. Those people are cool.
Do you remember that sketch on SNL with John Hamm where he has a saxophone?
Shut up. The Sergio sketch is amazing.
What about Double Dare? Would you do Double Dare?
Double Dare would have been awesome. I would have 100% done that. But I think I
feel
would
like your
probably...
ankles couldn't have held up to Double Dare.
Do you guys... Okay, this might be beyond
Because
your
it was
time.
slippy
I know,
sliding.
the ball pits and sliding. You're probably right. I would do best at Wheel of Fortune.
Although you
Oh,
remember...
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, yeah.
Would be my go. I'm real good with word games.
I don't think you'd be able to do the booger thing in Double Dare, though, where you have to reach into the nose
Oh,
and pull out
I
the
could. It's
flags
not
with
real
boogers.
boogies.
Ryan2001 says, do you have a song that when you hear it, it automatically takes you back to a certain period in your life? Any song.
Yeah.
It's just like this morning, Drive Myself Crazy by NSYNC came on my iPod Shuffle. And you better believe I remember where I was when I watched that in ramen noodle hair.
For me, my first tape cassette was Billy Ray Cyrus, the Achy Breaky
Breaky
Heart
Heart.
album. And anytime I hear like the random songs from that cassette, not the hits, the random ones, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's like when I was like 7.
You know, I have some good memories with, like, Depeche Mode. There's this album from Depeche Mode called Violator, and the song Enjoy the Silence. I remember as a kid, I loved the song, but I didn't know the name of it, and this was before the internet, and before you had fucking apps where you could hum that shit into it, and it would find it for you. You kids these days and your applications.
So lucky.
Yeah, but, and I remember hearing it again.
That just made us grandparents.
I know,
You
that's the
that,
thing. But I remember hearing it again, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best song ever. It's called, Enjoy the Silence. I just said it. And anyway, I went and bought the album, and the whole album is amazing, and that takes me back to a time where I was youthful and CDs were still a thing, and blah, 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 blah.
I also, this just happened at a restaurant. Selena was my first CD.
Oh, when we were at the thing?
Yep.
When we were at the thing?
Yep,
Yeah.
and Como La Flor came on, and I almost got on the table.
Which one is that?
That is my damn
How's that go, Meg?
jam.
Which one is that?
I don't actually speak Spanish.
Wait, well,
So it's a lot in my car. I'm like, Como La Flor, dun, 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 ba, 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 I do try to say the words in my car,
you know
but
that-
I'm probably calling people all sorts of
You
dirty
probably
names.
speak Spanish just as well as Steve.
Do you know
does.
that?
Como me huele. In my car, it sounds exactly like what Steve
There it is.
did.
Perfect. Well, all you have to do is phonetically.
I know all the songs that there's all sorts of great ones.
Yeah.
I'm Getting Used to You, Nobody Knows. That's a great song.
Okay, also, there was this song from Alice in Chains called I Stay Away, and the reason why I loved it so much is because the music video was all claymation, and I was all into that shit. And also, Radiohead's Paranoid Android,
I knew
because
that.
that fucking video
Yeah,
is
the video
so
is
good.
so crazy.
And I remember there was like a small victory for like us rock and roll / like not hip hop fans when OK Computer beat off all the other hip hop songs.
Did they beat off all the other hip songs?
They beat them off.
Also, I like Radiohead and hip hop.
How were you guys so into pop at such a young age?
Oh,
Radiohead?
really? I had radio. But I will say, oh my gosh, while I was in Japan, there's an artist, I can't remember her name, it's like Chantry or something like that. She does a cover of Snow's Informer, and it came on. I know that. She does it. It's like a cutesy pop version, and it came on. I was watching, the only channel I watched in Japan was MTV, because they just play music videos. And it came on, and I was just like, so excited. I love that fucking
Wait a
song.
minute.
awesome.
Radiohead is not pop.
No, but I mean, it's
but,
something
like,
that would have been
popular
played on the
music.
radio. Like, what I listened to as a kid was, I had my Billy Ray Cyrus cassette, and I had my Salty, the world's littlest songbook, like, God music cassette, and I had Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat and Jesus Christ Superstar, and like, that's what I listened to.
You
so
didn't listen to
I
the radio?
No, so
Well-
I mean, when my dad listened to the radio, it was whichever parent was driving had control of the radio. My dad liked country music, and so that's kind of, I guess, where I got the Billy Ray
little
Cyrus
Reba in
thing.
there?
And my mom listened to like the Beatles and Elton John, and like all that was great, but it wasn't, when I was little, it's not what I wanted to listen to. So I didn't, the first like real band that was like actually popular on the radio that I liked was Green Day.
Okay.
And that was like fifth grade.
Yeah,
But
I
it
meant-
took to like
wow,
fifth
really?
grade to listen to like big kid music.
Well, if we're talking about when we were kids, all I ever listened to until I was about 14 was Weird Al. Like,
Oh, I know. My mom
Wow,
loves
Weird
Weird Al.
Al.
And he had a show then, too, so
Yeah,
it's good.
yeah.
So, guys, what did you listen to when you were a kid? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go to SourceFed.com, see everything we've ever done. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Trish Hirschberger, and don't forget to submit those topics via hashtag Table Talk or on Reddit r/SourceFed.
Oh my god, that movie still makes me cry, and I will do the washing machine if you let me.
Was that with J-Lo?
Yes. And it was like her first. She was so good in it. Oh my. When she starts, Como la flor, and then it's silent because she's being shot. Oh my god. Really does.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not live in 1996 when she died?
Spoiler alert.